Yo, what's happening everybody? It's Rob Lazar again. Today is Wednesday, July 22nd, and this is my second episode of my producer vlog. And once again today, we're going to be heading to the high school because I have to test out instruments and send them to the repair shop. So the majority of my day is going to be playing a bunch of instruments and putting them all into piles. Probably compile some kind of inventory list to get ready for the new year. Even though we're not going to be in school, it's going to be all distance learning. Hey, COVID. I do want to get this done so I don't have to worry about it when school starts because it's going to be busy. So that's the plan for today. But I'm not leaving for roughly another hour, so I think what I'm going to do in the meantime is a couple other chores, take out the trash, and then I'm going to upload a beat that I finished last night, actually. So let's do it. So I'm realizing doing all those chores took me way longer than I wanted it to, and I only have like 15 minutes to do things here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna upload the track to my website and then do the rest when I get back, because the website is really what I care about right now. I also wanted to show you guys a little bit of like the process and the organization. So I'm gonna show you my screen in just a second. So right now all my projects are on my hard drive here. I have an external drive that holds all the finished stuff so it doesn't get too full. But you'll see that I have this folder called Ideas, and then this is just kind of the stuff that I'm working on right now. Trailblazer is the one I finished yesterday, so I'm just gonna click on this and show you the project. It's an Ableton project, but I house a bunch of the files I need in the Ableton project folder. So you'll see I have all the projects I need. Like, this was the original idea, and then I developed it into what it is. I have the mix, the master, and then I have the mix and master audio files. Then I have these other folders here. The art is where I keep all the cover art, like for the, like this is gonna be for the thumbnail, for the YouTube thumbnail. And then this one is for the cover art. And you guys know how I made that before. I showed you that in the last episode. Check that out if you're curious. Here I have, this is all like Ableton stuff, but then here are the stems I downloaded. So, and I just compressed them all into a zip file. So when I upload it to like BeatStars, or if you buy it off my website, I can just send this zip file real easy, and it has all the stems right there. So now I'm gonna upload the track to my website. And I just wanted to show you this real quick if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out. I'm actually really proud of myself for making this happen, because I'm using Wix, if you were curious. And Wix doesn't make it very easy or intuitive to actually put music up on your store. So for those of you who are familiar with Wix, I ended up actually using a repeater. And then I used two different data sets so that I could actually get the track playing underneath it. If you guys are curious and exactly how I did this, and I also have a search bar that I had to code, so like I can search one of my tracks and it'll just automatically pull it up, which is pretty cool. So if you guys are curious as to how I made this happen, if you want to see the code and what I did for this, definitely let me know in the comments and I will show you how that's done. Here's just a quick look at the products in my store. You'll notice that they're all labeled as physical products right now because it's the only way that I can include variants. So because I have different licensing options, if I made a digital product, I can't make different licenses for them. So for now, I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to make that different, but for right now, they're all physical, which is why if you buy something off my site, I have to send you a separate email with the files, but hopefully that'll be resolved soon. But I'll show you what I do is I just add a new physical product, and it brings me to this, and then I just kind of fill up all this information. I'm not going to show you everything, but I am going to show you what I do for the description when I get there. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm even going to finish uploading this to the website because I wanted to do the description differently, because I've been seeing a lot of people that post beats. They usually reference another artist, probably in order to get more searches. And I wanted to do that, but I'm really struggling to try to figure out exactly which artist this beat sounds like. Right now, I'm kind of feeling like it could work for someone like Selena Gomez, but I'm going through her music. Like, I hear her voice on it, but I'm going through her music, and I haven't really found much that resembles it. So I'm just gonna call it, and I'm gonna go to the high school, and then it might give me some time to actually think about it anyway. It might be better than trying to do it right now. Can't leave without making more coffee. But I just remembered that I am washing the espresso maker stuff. So I guess we'll have to use the French press. Yes, I'm bringing 2 computers. I woke her up by accident, but I told her where I was going. I said, I'm going to school, and she goes, oh, have fun. I'm like, I'm not gonna have fun, I'm testing instruments. She's like, oh, have fun. She's clonked out. Hopefully this will be enough to test. All right. And we're off again. And here we are, back again. This time I'm parking a little bit closer to my room, which will make things easier when I have to leave. And we're back. I'm gonna settle in and then I'll show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do in there with the instruments. All right, so eventually I'm gonna have to get inventory of all the instruments, including the percussion and basically anything else that stays in this room, because I'm gonna be putting it on a spreadsheet so that I can get a full list of instruments and their depreciation value. So it'll give me an option to actually bargain for new instruments when that time comes. But for today, my priority is just going through all the wins, because there are some that are still out to students for the summer, and I gotta make sure we have some kind of inventory for for this upcoming year, I should say. I think what the plan is gonna be, if you can see behind me, all these closets are full of instruments. So I'm hoping to get through them all today, but realistically, I probably won't, because I gotta play test them and then write down a bunch of information for them. I think what I'll do is I'll start with the big instruments. So I'll probably start with the tubas, and then I'll work my way to the smaller ones. I think my first pile will be over here in this area. This is gonna be instruments that are good, that don't need repairs. This side is gonna have instruments that are bad, that do need repairs. One of the perks of being a music teacher is you get some dope audio equipment. All right, so I just finished setting up my inventory list for this. Basically, what I did was I had a similar list going when I was working at Bancroft, the middle school here. And as you can see, I had it all organized and ready to go. I never finished it, which is why you see some white, but this was more or less what I had. So I just copied that and I got rid of all the info. So basically a clean slate. So now we can get started with the tubas. All right, it's currently 9:38. Let's get started. All right, I'm out of here. Even though I wasn't able to get everything done, I'm happy with what I was able to get done. Pretty sure I'm like over half what I need to do, and Sarah told me she'd come and help me next time with the woodwinds, so it's gonna be huge. But I'm gonna pick up some food, and then I'll be home, and I'll finish up posting that track. So I'm back in the studio, and I did a little bit more listening, and I think that this beat is very, very similar to beats that Rationale uses. If you're not familiar with Rationale, I highly suggest you check him out. He's got some great stuff. Here he is on Google. Definitely give him a listen. Really, really great stuff. Here's what I wrote for the description. I'm not gonna read it. Just pause the video and take a look if you're curious. Then I added the licensing options, which there's a link for you to click to check those out. I added the product options, which has the license type, and then if you're interested in including the solo in this one, because there is a guitar solo, so you can choose that. And then I listed out all the prices for those. And the last thing I gotta do is just make sure that the track actually plays. So I'll add a new one. This is called Trailblazer. Just like that. Make sure I select the right track. And then I'll add the tagged WAV file. And then when I refresh my store, there it is, all uploaded, ready to go. So now it's on the site, ready to be purchased, ready to be leased. Next is gonna be uploading to YouTube, SoundCloud, and BeatStars, which I'm not gonna show you in this video. I'll see you after I'm done with that. Almost done uploading to all of the platforms I need to. But for some reason, BeatStars always takes so long. Well, whatever. So now everything's uploaded and ready for purchase and lease, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. Now I know you're probably thinking not a lot of production stuff got done today, and sometimes it just happens. You know, I still have a full-time job, and I can't always devote all my time to producing, and sometimes it has to go a little bit more to the teaching, because obviously I care about my students and I want them to succeed as well. And for those of you who are trying to do this with a full-time job, I'm sure you can relate to that. Before we go, I just want to leave you with this little motivational quote. You've got to get to the stage in life. You've got to get to the stage in life where going for it is more important than winning or losing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening and following along in my journey of being a music producer. And if you're liking what you're seeing, if you want to see more of it, definitely leave a comment or drop a like. Definitely helps me out and lets me know that you're enjoying what we're doing here. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Peace.